11. Main engine start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff of Space Shuttle Atlantis assembles a framework for the science laboratories of tomorrow.
Houston now controlling.
Propulsion in space is fundamentally different than simply traveling here on Earth. Even while space vehicles are still in Earth's atmosphere, they are so heavy that only massive power can move them.
Program.
Roger, roll, Atlantis.
Atlantis' roll maneuver is complete. The orbiter's in a heads-down position.
The space shuttles are rocket planes. They have wings, but they only use them for re-entry. When they launch like rockets, with solid rocket fuel. Rocket engines that use solid fuel are basically huge bombs. When technicians ignite the engines, they are actually setting off these huge bombs. The trick is to control the explosion so that it lasts a long time. They also have to control the force of the explosion so that it propels instead of destroys. The space shuttles use 2 solid fuel boosters to get them up and out of Earth's atmosphere. These engines are designed to fall off the shuttle when they have completed their burn. The shuttle then enters outer space where there is no air. Normal solid fuel won't work there because there is no oxygen. Regular solid fuel boosters depend on atmospheric oxygen to burn. In space, the shuttles have to use their onboard engines. 2 different tanks carry 2 different types of fuel to power these engines. To get the ship into orbit, there is a large external tank with liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen. This feeds the onboard engines and then falls back to Earth.
Standing by for solid rocket booster separation. Booster officer confirms good solid rocket booster separation, good staging.
There is more liquid fuel in the small onboard fuel tanks. The shuttle uses this fuel for maneuvers in space and for re-entry. The ship is not fighting gravity during these operations, so it doesn't need as much power.
Copy staging.
Booster officer confirms staging, a good solid rocket booster separation.
Most model rockets use solid fuel engines, and they are fun to use. They are dangerous toys though, so be sure you are working with an experienced person if you want to explore rocketry as a hobby. The space shuttle propulsion systems are amazing and powerful. We have to respect the science behind their function and the ingenuity of the people who designed and produced them.
Minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, go for it. Start. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff of Space Shuttle Endeavour, expanding the International Space Station while creating a classroom in space.
Houston now controlling the flight of Endeavour. The space shuttle begins its journey back into orbit.